Good evening and welcome to Truth, Health, and Wellness. I'm Lacey Klontz. With me, I have Dr. Matt and Deborah St. John. Hey guys.
Hi. How are you?
How are you?
We're good.
Good.
We're doing great.
Good. What have you been seeing a lot of in the clinic this week?
Oh wow. Today's been a lot of thyroid issues, autoimmune disorders, tired people. We had a couple people in that were just exhausted and really.
Like me.
There you go. It's easy to be these days. It's easy to be tired. It's easy to be exhausted, overwhelmed. But we've had several people who just have come in really for that. And there are some things that we can do to help that. I mean, first off, have you ever heard of adaptogenic herbs?
No.
Adaptogenic herbs. They help your body adapt to stress. And some examples are ginseng. There you go. Ashwagandha.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Ashwagandha. Maca is a really good adaptogenic herb. My goodness, sarsaparilla root. There's so many different ones, and they help the body adapt to stress. But most people feel like they help them have energy, and they help people have energy because obviously anything you do to help with stress will in turn end up giving you more energy during the day. So that's one of those things that we've been seeing a lot lately. What else?
Well, I had someone come in today that was having. Have you ever heard of cow itch?
Huh?
Cow itch.
From Tommy Bass.
It's not poison oak or poison ivy, but it's kind of similar. It's a plant that causes cow itch, and I think cows get it a lot when they're eating on these plants and stuff. So they call it cow itch. But she came in.
Do you scratch the cows?
I don't think so. I don't think you should scratch.
Yeah.
But she came in and it has been reoccurring. It won't go away. It just keeps on coming back up. And her doctors have given her rounds and rounds and rounds of steroids, and it has not helped. Nothing she's done has helped. So she came in desperate, basically, to get rid of this. And so, I gave her some recommendations, told her to come back and let us know how it works.
What'd you recommend?
Well, I recommended red clover.
Okay, love to hear about her.
To help, because she said that she thought, or the doctor told her that it was probably in her blood, and that's why it keeps coming back. So I gave her this, to cleanse her blood out, the red clover. And then I told her to take a couple of drops of some essential oil and basically put on the spots, and it should help. It should help clear it up.
There you go.
Well, I hope it works out for her.
Absolutely.
So I actually visited St. John's Clinic today, and I had a great time.
I had a great
Yeah,
time.
You should all go.
That was like 30 minutes ago. We were
I know.
convoying here.
So long ago.
You were ahead of us.
Yes, just a little bit.
We were sliding into home base right at the last minute here for the show, matter of fact. But yeah, that happened. So how'd you like it?
I loved it. I think it's such a cute shop. You all need to go in there and support them. And you get to see Cookie while you're there.
Yes, our little shop dog.
Shop dog. Hopefully she won't bark at you. If she does, she just wants to play.
Just because she loves you anyway.
Yes. Oh, she was so cute. She started trying to play with me. Whenever we're here, she's on a leash. And she wasn't on a leash there, so she started like trying to pounce at me like a little lion. It was so cute.
Yeah, she's good at that.
Oh, I love it. So they have a hand scanner that you basically hold your hand on it for about, what was it, 5 to 10?
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes,
And it tells you what is wrong with you.
It can help. It can definitely help.
Yeah,
it does
it helps,
show some things, and it's pretty exciting to see. We had someone who came in this morning, and it told on them. They had a Snicker bar for breakfast instead of their normal breakfast routine, and literally it was showing hyperglycemia.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was. It shows the here and now. If you do something, we've had
Really?
people who were just chill people, relaxed people, calm people, who had a horrible conversation with their spouse, right? Right before they walk in. Then they get off the phone with their spouse, they walk in, and then they test for anger and for mental health issues. In other words, they're so mad when they're using the scanner. So it is definitely here and now. We use it along with several other modalities. But it's a neat tool. It can tell on people.
Yeah.
No, that's funny because I actually told her while I was there that today I ate eggs for breakfast, hoping I would get a good result.
Oh yeah, there you go. So you
But
were.
I didn't. I was joking. I didn't know it was
Right.
going to be instant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's pretty. Well, yeah, and you. But you did. I think you did okay, didn't you?
I did all right. You want to talk about it?
We're going to talk about your
The
stuff
results
right
are
here on
in.
Okay. Oh, you needed electrolytes.
Number one thing.
Which is, it could be a mineral deficiency, just a little trace mineral deficiency. A lot of people can get that way. Exertion, stress, not getting enough of the electrolytes in your water, which, we intentionally strip our water of electrolytes, so we have to supplement those trace minerals. And yeah, here you go, Slender Sticks. These are from Now Foods. These are neat. I didn't even realize we need to carry these on our trip.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since they have acai, which grows in Peru. But these are neat, and they have stevia. They have a vitamin mineral blend. Yeah, this is great actually. So there you go. Using one of these a day would help a lot. Then also you tested for spirulina. Spirulina, which is a green foods, high in amino acids. And
I think that's the right one.
It's also an algae product, so it's got iodine. It's got those some of those things in it that you don't normally get from stuff in the ocean and whatnot.
yeah, this is a neat blend, and it's now they recommend the tablets they're not that big, but they recommend taking 6 per day. It's a blue-green microalgae that's naturally occurring protein plus other nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and gamma-linoleic acid.
It's also very high in B12.
For energy and focus.
That's really neat that you get GLA in spirulina because it's GLA is normally found in like evening primrose oil.
Yeah, like
which is
oily.
Oh, that's good for
yeah.
your skin.
Yeah,
It is.
very good. Yeah,
It's good for
absolutely.
ladies' hormones too.
Yep, and it's
There you
organic.
go.
So there you go, spirulina by Now
So
Foods.
that'll be good in
What else
lots of
you get?
ways.
A multivitamin omega-3.
Oh, there it is.
There's the omega-3. This is the omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acid. This is good for the skin, the hair, the nails. I know you don't care about any of that stuff.
No, not at all.
And
It's also great for your brain.
it is.
For memory and for focus.
It does help, and it helps protect the cells. These are your soft gel size there. Sorry about that.
That's
but,
okay.
They're soft gels at least.
That's all right.
But these are great, and we highly recommend omega-3, 6, 9s, especially the omega-3s. The 6 and 9s are important too. It just depends on how much nuts and seeds you eat. If you don't eat a whole lot of nuts and seeds, 6 and 9s are important to get also. The 3s come mainly in fish, and this has fish, flax, and this has some more GLA. Lord, wanted you taking some GLA.
There's a multivitamin in there too. That's
there?
in that bag.
Let's
Oh,
see.
that's right.
We get her
One
the
of the
Whole
blue-
Foods multivitamin.
Mm-hmm.
Was it not that one yet?
Ah,
That one? Yes.
there it is. Multivitamin and mineral. This one's neat. It has all your major vitamins, your antioxidant vitamins like A, C, and E, and it has selenium and your other antioxidants there. And then it has actually a little bit more spirulina. It has a green foods base, and so this actually is derived from food instead of just made in a lab.
It's all food inside of those capsules.
Yep.
There's no chemical,
Yeah.
vitamins, chemical vitamin powder
Synthetic
and that sort of
vitamins.
thing. It's all food based.
They did great on that label, didn't they?
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
Huh.
That's theirs.
Wish I
by
could
the
take
way.
credit for that. Some guy named.
Your name is on it.
It is. That's true. That should be good enough. And then we did put Herbs Health and God's Medicine.
Oh.
God's Medicine isn't that cool?
That is cool. I
Yeah,
didn't
we
know
say that.
that.
And,
That's great.
Yeah, we did that.
Well,
That
it
was
is
really cool.
God's medicine.
It is. That's
sure
a
is.
fact. And then, you got some ginseng.
I did.
There's one of those adaptogenic herbs. It helps the body with stress, but also to give you energy. This is Korean ginseng root. It's also called Panax ginseng. Ginseng comes from different sources. You have Korean or even Chinese Panax ginseng. Those are considered to be the best sometimes for energy. There's American ginseng, which
I
is
was going to ask.
well, American ginseng's great. The most of the American ginseng actually comes from Canada, which is still in America, and they grow a lot organically up there, and which
Yeah.
is really cool because ginseng roots require 5 years of aging for them to mature and for them to be potent enough to use.
Really?
And sometimes they'll harvest them that are a lot older than that. The issue that I have with American ginseng is that it's over harvested, and so a lot of people will go. We've had people come and they'll have the entire plants. They'll dig them up. They won't replant them. They don't know what they're doing. They go out and they harvest a bunch of ginseng. They want top dollar for it. And you're sitting there telling them, well, listen, I can actually get the ginseng for a more reasonable price that's been ethically cultivated, that's been aged a minimum of 5 years, that's certified organic. So it's better quality. It's arguably better quality. It's more. It's harvested in a way that doesn't destroy the environment or rid our country or our area of the ginseng, and it most time it works better. So that's the reason we'll use the like Korean ginseng or the American ginseng that's grown in Canada, just because it seems to work better. Now, American ginseng is known to help a little bit more with stress and a little bit less with energy. So this one's a little bit more of an energizing supplement, and people love ginseng. Some people will say, oh, I took ginseng and it made me nervous. Well, no ginseng should make you nervous. You probably took a ginseng that had like caffeine with it or other herbs that were stimulants, something from a gas station. Be careful
People
about
try
it.
to make you feel something sometimes because people think if you don't feel it, it's not working.
Right.
So people will add stuff to it to try to make it seem, I don't know, more potent than it is. But you don't have to have that
They'll
for
do
it
that.
to work.
They'll do that, for example, with CBD products. They'll take it and add some THC to a CBD product, and you'll feel it a lot stronger. Of course, you also fail a drug test and have all kind of issues possibly from it. So you got to be very careful. That's why these herbs that you find at gas stations and even herbs that you find at Walgreens and CVS and Walmarts, they'd actually the Attorney General's office, the Attorney General's office of New York State actually did a test, and they took 20 different supplements from Walmart, and they tested every one of the supplements. Not one of them had what they said they were supposed to have in it. No. Not one of them. Spring Valley, that was with the other brand, Sundown, something. And so these brands literally were using all kind of other additives and ingredients instead of exactly what they're supposed to have in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So you got to be really careful. I think we've got to get a break that we're going to go to in a second. Then we'll get to, in 1 minute that is.
In a minute, yeah.
All right. How about your feverfew?
Yes. Hopefully I will have few fevers afterward.
There you go. Feverfew is known as something that a lot of people take it just for headaches, for migraines.
Right.
And a lot of people take it for headaches, but it's also good, as you can clearly read from the common name feverfew, that it's good for fevers. And a lot of people use it for fevers and for just intermittent issues when your body is just running a fever or when you're having a headache. So this is a neat herb.
And she actually made the comment that she's been having these random fevers that seem like for no reason, like every week almost.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm necessarily sick or anything, but all of a sudden I'll just start feeling like I'm breaking a fever, and it's like, well, where did that come from?
And it's not a hot flash.
I hope not. Hopefully I'm not that old yet.
All right, we'll go to break on that one, right?
We're going to go to break, but stay tuned. We're going to be talking more about all of this great stuff that you can get from them, so stay with us.
May not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here. All 23-24 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months. The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox. 24 models. You got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eli Gold, and I want to invite you to tune in to Jack State Live, a look at the campus and athletic department at Jack State, followed by the Coach Rich Rod Show, where we will break down and preview the next football game for the Gamecocks.
What can you buy for $10? A hat? A milkshake? 166 channels plus live sports? That's right, for only $10 you can get 166 channels of classic TV shows and movies, including the latest news update from all around the world and local sports. Just simply go to 24ctn.com and click download, and then for only $10 you can have access to the best TV available.
I'm Alan Parnell, the Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Welcome back to Truth, Health, and Wellness. I'm Lacey Klotz with Matt and Deborah St. John. We are talking about all of the amazing supplements that I got from them today. So where did we leave off?
I think a thyroid formula. We were talking about thyroid. There's your thyroid formula.
There you go.
And thyroid support. This is a neat blend. This one helps with giving you various types of iodine from several different sources. Potassium iodide, sodium iodide, molecular iodine, and then bladderwrack and kelp, which are sea plants that you get iodine from.
Bladderwrack. I saw that word.
Yeah, isn't that just,
up.
it's kind of a gross word in a way, bladderwrack.
I don't have bladder problems, if that's what you were thinking.
No, not that we were discussed or anything. But this formula is really popular in people who have low T3, low T4, high TSH, people who are maybe taking Synthroid and it's still not doing enough. We like to work with people in their thyroids because there's so many people around here with thyroid issues.
Tons.
And it's so hard to test for that as well. I mean, 5 years ago, I tested for hypothyroidism. I thought it was going to say hyper, but it was hypo. Then about 2 years ago, it said that I was borderline hyper, and then they tested me again a few weeks after that, and then they said all of a sudden it was normal. I believe in miracles, but I don't think you can just necessarily heal from a thyroid disorder just.
Right. Well, and it's well, the problem with the normal range is that let's take the fuel tank of a vehicle, empty to full. They're going to say, okay, well, if you're anywhere between empty and full, you're within the normal range. Well, I don't want to be near empty.
Yeah.
I want to be near full. And people who have thyroid levels, T3 and T4 and so forth, that are over there toward the full level are going to have more energy, they're going to have better metabolism, they're going to think more clearly, their heart's going to work better, their entire body's going to work better.
Right.
People that are over toward the E, though, are going to have lower levels of thyroid hormones, and they're not going to do as well. They're not going to feel as good, they're not going to have as much energy. And so then, of course, you can be hyperthyroid, where you're off the charts. That's where you have, you have an extra tank of fuel on the top of your car. That's when you have issues with, sometimes end up with a goiter, enlarged thyroid. You have issues with your hair, sometimes falling out. Or of course, you can have that with hypothyroidism as well. You have issues with sleep, bulging eyes. There's several things that go along with hyperthyroidism. So it's a balancing act, and unfortunately, there's a chemical that's found in high levels around any particular area where there's a military base. And of course, we have our share of military bases and former military bases and places the military wants to forget long ago about. But that chemical is called perchlorate. Perchlorate has been known to damage the thyroid and cause thyroid disease. And a lot of people here are exposed to perchlorate, among other things, and have problems with their thyroids. So fixing their thyroids is a goal that we have, and helping them to have their thyroids fixed is a goal that we have. And we have the raw thyroid, which you didn't need that to that degree, but the thyroid support is a really good, safe blend. We also recommended Happy Now, but you already have that at home. And Happy Now is just a great formula to help with mood. Not that you need any help with mood or anything. It helps you just get a little happier, and we take it. Are we taking it right now? We need to. Especially, it'll be good before we go to Peru for the stress level and getting down there. But Happy Now works really well.
Yay. Well, thank you all so much for doing that for me today. I am very excited. And something else I do want to add about the thyroid, I tested. Again, all of those levels were negative just a few months ago. But then today I do this, and it's pretty much indicating that there's probably some thyroid issues. So you cannot always depend on blood work.
Oh, we had a lady in today. I had someone in front of me. She could literally not keep her eyes open. couldn't even keep her eyes open. She was so tired. I just wanted to be like, hey, you take a nap over there, I'll take a nap over here, we'll set the clock for 15 minutes, we'll start over again. I mean, because I was kind of tired too. And it didn't help me when she was like closing her eyes a little bit. And so she was exhausted. And but we also noticed something about her diet. I kept digging into her diet. She didn't eat breakfast. She doesn't eat breakfast, she drinks coffee. 10:30, she has her lunch break and she eats, like a sandwich with 2 pieces of meat and whatever, and then about 4 o'clock she might eat again, but then it's a meat and 3 for dinner. And so many people are going so long during the day without getting the right amount of protein or even any protein that they're exhausted, and that by itself can cause everything from hypoglycemia to issues with your adrenal glands, with issues with your thyroid. I mean, it affects everything.
Everything.
You can reset it by just simply resetting the way that you eat by eating some protein within the first 20 to 30 minutes of waking up. Makes all the difference in the world.
Well, it's like not putting gasoline in your car. You can only go so far, so fast, for so long if you're not replacing your fuel. And food is fuel for your body.
You're not going to get from East Aboga to Oxford with no fuel.
Nope.
And you're not going to get from East Aboga to Oxford very well on no food. And so people don't understand that. They'll just run on fumes the entire way and they'll be exhausted.
Oh, goodness.
And there's the honey bear. I saw the honey bear. This is like a side note. See the honey bear?
So cute.
And this is our newest honey.
Oh, this is the one from Clay County that cost a lot. No offense, it's just cost a lot. I mean, I'm like, wait a minute, we got to sell this for what we pay what we sell the other for, but it's extremely good honey. And here's the thing about where this farm is, right, or where they get it. Notice they put C and then that L-A-Y.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I don't know.
They
see,
use
it's like a symbol
like
instead of the L.
parenthesis type thing for the L.
Clay County, Alabama. Well, what's really neat about this is, guess what's not anywhere near these honeybees? A chemical plant.
Okay.
A place that manufactures, paints the hulls of rockets or something. You know what I mean? It's you have all these different things in our area, and people say, well, we want local honey. Well, you do want local honey unless where you're from is toxic.
That is true.
So it's very interesting. We want to offer, of course, local honey, but we want to make sure that it's also clean and pure. And so we offer some really incredible honey. The bear, it's adorable, but the honey inside it is amazing. We also carry even like Manuka honey and other types of honey that are very, Manuka honey, my goodness, is it $30?
It's like $30 for a little jar.
Little jar, but it's medicinal honey. It comes from far away and it's very medicinal. But we carry several different types of honey. This little bear is, but the way things are going up, that's not really that much.
I don't think so.
It's not really that high. I mean,
no, not
and
at
plus
all.
you get the bear, and you can put other things in there. You can just look at the bear if you want to.
And local honey, taking it every day really helps with allergies.
Yeah,
that's why I got it.
It does. And
what else can it help with?
Well, local honey is good for a lot of things. It has some trace minerals. It'll have different constituents of the plants that can help with energy and just a host of things.
It's antibacterial.
Yeah, it'll last forever. The shelf life of honey is very, very long. They say they found jars of honey in like tombs.
That's still good.
Yeah, well, they can eat it. I'm not, but
That's
still.
what they say.
But I wouldn't want to, be visiting this bear 20 years from now. But at the same time, the other thing too is if you look at the top, if you see crystallization, which of course you don't on this, but if you start seeing crystallization, that's actually just means that too much air is getting to it. You've opened it so many times or whatever, you can just lop off the top and keep on going with it. It's very antibacterial, very.
So that's the purpose of.
That's right. It's a little hat.
That's so cute. I love it. And then of course I got the famous Olipop.
Yeah, Cherry Vanilla. That's my favorite flavor.
Got one too.
What do we have? Oh, the
we
punch?
have tropical punch. This is like my third or fourth favorite flavor.
The grape one's good too.
This tastes like, is it Hawaiian punch? Yeah,
Well, it's very pineapple-y to
it
me.
tastes just like Hawaiian punch.
Ooh, I
It's
love
like pineapple juice with a fizz.
It is. That's basically the way it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like pineapple juice too. The cherry vanilla actually looks pink, so it's really good.
And then you gave me what looks like massive candy or dog treat.
Well, they're neither, but you have to be home when you take these. These are actually, these are Delta 9 caramels. They come to us from a company actually in Gadsden that makes these especially for us
Okay.
and whoever else will buy them from them.
Well, we had a hard time finding clean,
Yeah.
edible Delta 9 CBD products. Everybody wanted to have, garbage in it. That's
The
not
companies that sell
blessing
it,
your body.
Yeah, artificial colors, artificial flavors,
Yeah.
horrible sweeteners, just trash.
Right. So for a long time, I was making them myself so that I knew what was in them and that we weren't,
She was
poisoning
constantly
anybody.
making them.
But I couldn't keep up with demand, basically.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
And so we reached out and we have these special made now. So.
Yeah, we love this company, and they do a great job on this, and also our gummies. But we gave you a couple of those for
People,
Thank you.
for
People
later.
like those for stress, for sleep.
Yeah.
If you take one at night, you can just kind of relax and go on to sleep a little easier.
And Delta 9 is derived from
Hemp. Hemp. It's
making sure everybody knew.
legally derived from hemp. Less than 3% of this actually has the Delta 9 THC in it. 97% is just pure yumminess.
And
so
they are yummy.
They really are. Yeah, these could sneak up with you. Don't sit down
Yeah,
with 6
don't.
of them. Don't do that.
No.
You might not wake up good in the morning, or if you do, you might be a little groggy. But actually, we have some people that'll eat a half of these.
Yeah, just slice
or
them
even
up.
a quarter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of waking up, I have a question. What is a natural alternative to caffeine, especially for us coffee drinkers?
What's neat about caffeine is that it is actually, in and of itself, a naturally occurring organic chemical. It occurs naturally in coffee. Coffee beans have caffeine. It
So
occurs.
organic coffee is okay?
Organic coffee is okay. Absolutely.
In small amounts, not
Yeah.
obviously not too much.
I've had some organic coffee today, and hopefully not going to have too much by the time the night's over. But organic coffee is great. In once again in small doses or in reasonable doses. Also, they derive, like Coca-Cola originally used cola nut. Cola nut was the source of its caffeine originally before they started using synthetic caffeine. And cola nut is a natural source of caffeine. Also, guarana is another herb that has naturally occurring caffeine, and it's used a lot of times in like weight loss formulas and stimulants.
You see it too, like in gas stations, in some of those energy drinks. It'll say with guarana.
Yeah, and it sounds exotic.
Guarana, like
cola nut.
piranha.
Yeah, but the cola nut, it's really interesting. Also, Coca-Cola still uses coca leaf extract. They don't have to put it on the label. It's a secret. They have a special deal with the United States DEA
Yeah, they
to
do.
where they can import it. They actually have it delivered from Peru, up to 47 million tons per year of coca leaf comes from Peru
process.
to the United States, to this secret factory that's not that secret in New Jersey. It looks terrible, like most everything in New
Jersey. Why Jersey?
because it's a row. And so
Very
it's
industrial.
sorry, I didn't. If you're from New Jersey, sorry. If you're from New Jersey, you know it's a row. So the thing though is that they extract the cocaine from the coca leaf, right, and they sell it to pharmaceutical interests, to
Right.
hospitals for research, and then they take the coca leaf extract, which still has trace nanograms of cocaine. It does. Now, how detectable it is or how much is in it is questionable, but they use that coca leaf extract in their products, and they're allowed to. Pepsi Cola can't, RC Cola can't. I don't know. I was trying to think of another
That's
drink
why
company.
everybody likes Coke.
Yeah.
That's why Coke's the favorite,
Exactly.
and it's very interesting because if you are drinking Coca-Cola, you are consuming coca leaf extract, which is illegal to drink or use in the United States in any form other than a Coca-Cola product. Wow. Once we went to Unclaimed Baggage. Remember that trip to Unclaimed
I
Baggage?
sure never
Unclaimed
forget.
Baggage is in
I've
Scottsboro.
heard of that place.
You've never been?
No,
Oh
I've
my
heard
goodness.
of it.
Anyone listen,
Got
this
to
is
go.
this is not a paid advertisement for Unclaimed Baggage, but it is literally where all of the unclaimed baggage in the United States goes
And it's
after
a
it's
store,
sorted
right?
through. And it's a store. It's a huge building,
It's
and
like a
then there's
huge
another building.
department store.
Yeah.
And we go to it. It takes us around 3 hours to go to it. We get a lot of things for the jungle, which we're returning Monday to the jungle. We're excited about that in
Yes.
Peru. But we get a lot of things for them there. I mean, I was buying $60 Billabong shorts, like swim shorts, for $2. You know,
But-
75% off.
We're almost out of time, so say what we
Oh,
found.
so we found, we're downstairs, and we look, and there's everything. There's personal care products, there's soap, there's shampoo, and you look, and there's this box. There's this box of 100 tea bags of coca leaf tea.
And you got it.
I'm not saying that. I didn't get it that I know of.
But they did have it. It was
but they
found
had
in a bag.
Yeah, so here it was. They had this entheogenic
wild,
tea from Peru. Someone, they tell you at the airport that it's legal, but it's not. No, you cannot have coca leaf tea, and we made sure and told them about that they had, and they disposed of it properly.
Oh, well, that is all the time we have for tonight. We will not be here the next 2 weeks because
We're going to the
Gonna
jungle.
be in the jungle.
We're going to have a
Yes.
lot of videos and pictures after that, though.
yes, and many, many prayers for you guys.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
You go. So we will see you next time here on Truth, Health, and Wellness. Have a great night.